Last week, we witnessed the fierce urgency of Western leaders shuttling to Minsk in an attempt to get Vladimir Putin to sign a piece of paper saying he would not continue his aggression against Ukraine. But with the latest violence by Russian-backed separatists in eastern Ukraine, President Putin has again demonstrated his insincerity as a negotiating partner and his willingness to use diplomatic engagement as a pretext for expanded military conquest. President Putin's aggression in Ukraine has cost the lives of thousands of Ukrainian citizens, and it's dangerously destabilizing for all of Central and Eastern Europe. Administrations of both parties have badly miscalculated the intentions of Vladimir Putin and the Russian state over the last decade and a half. The latest developments underscore the urgent need for the U.S. and the EU to develop a strategy to deal with the realities of the Russian state under Vladimir Putin. NATO was created to stop Russia, and President Reagan showed that with American leadership, NATO works. To show leadership in this crisis, the United States should undertake the following actions immediately. Provide lethal aid to the Ukrainians so that they can defend themselves. Increase sanctions, including reconsidering Russia's continued access to the SWIFT international banking system. Fast-track permits for LNG export facilities on the East Coast to flood the European market with American natural gas. Lead the debate in NATO to allow a permanent deployment of U.S. and NATO allies to Poland and the Baltics to protect our allies and the assets in the area, including bomber wings to the Baltic republics and permanent U.S. Army forces in Poland. We need to conduct port visits by the U.S. Navy in the Baltics. The United States needs to get back in the game. The administration's actions have put us on the sidelines. We need to lead our allies. This is Russia we're talking about. We have to stop telling President Putin what we won't do and telegraphing our limitations. President Obama always thinks through the consequences of action, and he never considers the consequences of inaction. The peace and security of the world is at stake, and the consequences of inaction are too great to be ignored.